Yeah. So yes. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Me and Malls spitting ballin'. Thank you for being with us. Me and Malls are old
Animals,
friends, and now we're
spitting
all old
balls.
friends. Me and Malls spitting balls. Also, we don't have a lot of time to record, so this might be like a 15-minute episode, and that's fine.
Fine, because we're already on top of it.
We are. We really are on top of it. Look at us.
Look at us.
Get a load of us. This is us. Freelancers have to fight for their money. Fuck
And
capitalism. Fuck
fight for the
money.
right to party because
Yes. You
clearly we
got to
can't
because
party
you
when we
got
don't
to.
have any money. Right.
No. It takes money to fucking party. And it takes
We like to
safety and
party,
privilege.
but we can't do it without money. I'm sorry. You're like
If
talking
we
and I'm
don't have
just
food, we can't party. If we
right.
don't have electricity, it's going to be a very dark party.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hot party.
Definitely in
Or
Florida,
cold.
it's going to be
Yeah.
sweaty.
Hot.
Yeah. I mean,
So
so yeah. I mean, we don't just want to bitch and moan about these things. We want to raise the awareness. We are grateful. We also want to call shit out. So that's why we
yes,
are here. Or maybe
we are
not.
grateful shit callers, or maybe not.
Ayo.
I love that lady. She really
Recording.
lets us know what's up. Okay, it's okay. No, he said, oh fuck. Should I take my Adderall? Yes. He goes,
First things first.
what did you say, Dad? Do you call Matt Dad?
Sometimes.
I hate it.
I hate it too.
Because that's
But
what my
that's what
mom.
he is.
I know. Because everyone else calls him Dad, so that's your name now. I
Yeah.
am gonna take my Adderall. I'm gonna do this so that everyone knows. Medicine is for everybody.
We don't med shame.
Oh, he goes, when like what is it? Not when's showtime, when's oh, when
Curtain.
is what did he say? When's curtain? Yeah. So I was like, what
Ah!
time is it? What time is it? I get what time is it? What time is it? He's like, well, when's curtain?
Thanks, Dad.
Guess what? I'm
Chicken's
ready.
butt.
I'll start with a leg in.
Hi, Mouse. Love your face. She's drinking, so she can't respond. See what I did there?
Hi. Um, I'm
Hi.
not gonna be distracted today.
I am gonna be so.
Welcome back. Hi. Welcome back to another episode of In My Room.
Or
We
maybe not.
are we are your hosts, the Beach Boys. Uh, or maybe not. Hi. What you up to?
I can't answer that.
All right.
I want to be like Amy Poehler and Paul Rudd, just yucking it up, making funny faces. Just like, hey,
What?
how's this face? Oh, oh, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like
Mhm.
it's almost like we're gonna have to like read something to the other person. And it's like this person's going to be, I don't know.
It's fine. We can be funny another time.
You know
We
what
have
I'm
shit to talk
saying?
about.
Because I feel like she has like a list of like,
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna play a
she's
game. We're gonna
prepared.
play a game called,
Right.
yeah, we do let's play a game called, or maybe not. So this morning, whatever, we talked about just money. I think just money. Ding ding ding. That's where the little like ching ching chings will come up when we learn how to podcast.
Catch register sounds. Yeah.
Ching ching ching. Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
First of all, let's get the serious out of the way, okay?
Okay.
Because you're the one that taught me about like financial abuse. We don't need to go. This is just going off of like the last abuse episode, but like, hey,
Hey.
welcome. We're still everything falls in that. Because we
Yeah.
said not all abuse is physical. Anyways, do you want to talk about that or not at all? We can move forward and let everyone figure that out for themselves. Taking it from us talking about that into like, let's chat about money. You're the one that told me that like financial abuse is a thing.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. You taught me that.
I didn't
You
even
did it.
realize that. I was financially abusing myself,
Yeah, of course.
and I'm recovering. Um, yeah. So yes. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Me and Malls spit and falling. Thank you for being with us. Me and Malls are old
Animals,
friends, and now we're
spitting
all old
balls.
friends. Me and Malls spitting balls.
I'm fine.
Um, the background is we've known each other 100 years, right?
Yeah.
We've
Mm-hmm.
we've discussed how we've had similar childhoods, which set us up to be super hilarious and also survivors of all kinds of abuse into our adulthood. Part of that, accepting bad treatment from other people, is for me not valuing myself enough financially. And as a
Mm-hmm.
freelancer, creative person, often having a really hard time, like putting my rates out
That's the
there,
bell. That's the bell emoji. Ding 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 ding.
putting my rates out there. What else? Asking for what I want financially. And then, as freelancers, you and I have talked about this many times, and I think it's worth
Mm-hmm.
talking about begging people for a paycheck, begging for an invoice to be
That,
paid. Dude. All right. This needs to
all
go
right.
because I'm just going to be self conscious about it. Okay.
What are you
So,
self-conscious about?
everything.
You look
What
fucking
else is
amazing right
new? Do you know me?
now. I always say,
Yes,
let's
you do.
start here after we're already fucking done. You look
Oh,
amazing.
you do. Okay. Here's the thing about money.
Uh-huh.
Money is just energy. This is what I've come to believe, right? And like the lack and the abundance and the whatever is just like a lot of it has to do with circumstances and privilege, and then a lot of it's like, am I mistreating myself? Am I like letting people pay me $10 for all this work and then not give me credit on social media when credit is the
Of
currency?
course.
What am I doing to myself? This is the conversation that we're having today about money.
This,
I would love
this
if
is,
you wanted to share. You don't have to. You can cut it out if you don't have to.
I would love to
Can
share. I
you
would love
tell
to
me,
share.
remind everybody of the story of the $2,800
From
that you
an
had to hunt
agency?
down? What was
Yes.
it, two
Oh
years?
my God. Okay. Hold on. Hold
Uh,
on. Thought bubble just popped up in the first of all, money changes everything.
it
Cindy
does,
Lauper.
truly.
Thank you for coming to our episode. See ya.
See you, bye.
I
Roll credits.
Is that right? Okay, so freelancers, here's the gist of it. We're fucking fighting for our money. Whether you're represented as an artist, I'm represented as an artist, doesn't matter who. It's almost worse that there's representation involved, right? Because it's
Why?
not just you out there trying to fight for your life, and specifically when you're fighting for money coming through a client to an agency, how do you know what's what? How do you know if and when that money got there? How do you know if the agency doesn't have it and they're saying that it hasn't, whatever it is, right? There's a string of events that this is just normal. This is so normal for me to be saying this. And then it's like, okay, you have your 90 days. And then, even then, I'll wait another week and say something.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm an agent, I see that I see the limbo. Does that make sense? So I don't want to keep being like, hey, yes, I've reached out. Hey, yes, I've reached out. Hey, yes, I've reached out. Hey, yes, I've reached out for someone else, for one of my models, for whatever, then, now, future, not wanting to constantly like reply. And so it's like, okay, I'm seeing the ghosting. So
Financial ghosting.
I'm going to say it from this angle, which is very big of me, because it's not okay. Just because I'm like, oh, I see it from this side now, doesn't mean any of it's okay. There are
Mm,
incredible agents out there. There are incredible agents out there, and I'm extremely lucky with
you're one
mine.
of them. And yours
Because
are
of
one of them.
that, in a fight for this $2,800, I I had great people that had my back still. Not agents anymore, not whatever. Now, like, I'm a mom, I'm modeling in Miami. This is like long after a career fighting for money, or never getting money, or never seeing images, or whatever. I did a job for I did a job in Miami, and it was myself, another girl, and a man. Uh, the job was more than that 2,800. That's just like after they're like, oh, well, you had a test shoot, and you had this, and you had this, and you had this. So all the things that you're already negative in your account, once money jumps into it and you're excited, it's like, no, you just paid your debt. You're always in debt. Um, this is a lot of side pockets. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's interesting
Are we
because
hanging
I
in there?
learned this. I learned this from you, and think people might think it interesting like I do. When you're a model, you have to pay your agency to put you on their website like every month. You have
Yeah.
to pay for all the test shoots and your comp cards. I didn't
And
realize
this is not like, oh, you're with the wrong.
this is standard across
Yeah,
the board,
there are
right?
there are a little like, and I've had great people. There's been like in bigger agencies, there's been some like, we'll sweep that under the rug, we'll sweep that under the rug. But those
Like you
instances
don't
are
have to
like
owe me for
few,
everything.
few,
But
yeah,
yeah, so usually you're paying before you're even making money, you're in debt as a model when
right,
you get signed.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Models apartment, Okay, let's talk about that after that. This after that.
Yeah.
So this was while I was, I am financially okay. I have a kid. I'm like doing my side hustles, doing my esthetician stuff. My husband's working, support, like it was great. I'm like, yep, amazing. Getting like signed again after having a kid. So I'm not visually or, whatever in debt, right? It's just whatever's little whatever. So it's not like, oh my God, this apartment I'm in and this and this. So asking for the money, asking for the money, asking for the money. In this time and being pushed to so many different people, I get the letter. I think I've sent you the letter.
Yeah.
Um, which is it's the letter. It's the letter. It's we know we no longer represent you. You're now open to find other agencies in the area. We wish you the best of luck.
How many months was this
Yeah.
into you asking for your money?
So when I wrote back, I literally said, "That's fine, but like, okay, it's not the first time it's happened to me. It's not the
Right.
second time it's happened to
Okay.
me. It's not the third time it's happened to me. Okay, great, but you owe me this much money, 5,000, 6,000, whatever it was, and then like all these fucking things. Not hearing, not hearing, not hearing. Finding the models I worked with. How? I don't know. I'm just like, I remember this person said they were with this agency, and I just went like, I will find you. Any of you and all of you, except for the Michael Kors casting director that I can't find. I will
Uh,
find.
fine.
Well, let's put it out there that I've been looking for that guy. Anyways, they got paid.
Oh,
And of course, first of all, it's like the man. I'm like, oh, the man got, I'm like, Pay the man. And he was like, and I'm reaching out, this was like January. This was like a summer job.
So it's already been like 6 months.
Yes. He got, oh yeah, I got that in December, whatever, on and on, back to the agency. The CFO of this agency's number fell in my lap. And even that was pulling teeth. And it's like, well, it's this, well, it's this, well, it's this, well, it's this. And it's like, okay, well, you dropped me on this day. And as per contract, and this is when I'm not going to do, I did this in my 20s. As per contract, all charges made after this date are obsolete. Obsolete.
I don't know you. Yeah, I don't know you shit.
Yeah, I don't. So it's like, yeah, well, still this. I'm like, if I got paid this and this was my account at that time, I want that money. Not this money. I want this money. I don't want this $300 and whatever dollar fee of like, now I'm paying into another year of being with you, but you didn't drop me until like it all.
Yeah.
And they hold your money, right? Your money collects it. So it was like an agent, like this huge agency that just doesn't have money. I ended up what did I get? $300? No. It came in like, there was like a, I don't know, whatever of it, maybe like the 2,000 of it or whatever. But it was coming in like little different checks. Checks in the mail, yes.
But it took over a year?
Let me say this. I remember that job specifically because I was speaking to a woman about having another baby and how I was thinking about having another baby. I thought about having another baby, got pregnant, was pregnant, had the fucking baby, and still fighting for money.
That's right.
So that I can contribute to the family credit card that took us on the drive down to Miami or whatever.
A whole ass baby was conceived, gestated,
child,
birthed.
Gestated, past her due date.
So,
yeah.
Freelancers have to fight for their money. Fuck capitalism.
And
fuck
fight
money.
for the right to party because
yes,
clearly
you got
we can't
to, because you got
we don't have any money. Right.
No, it takes money to fucking party, and it takes
we like
safety
to party,
and privilege,
but we can't do it without money. I'm sorry, you're like
if
talking.
If we don't have food, we can't party. If we don't have electricity, it's going to be a very dark party.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot party.
Definitely in Florida, it's going to be sweaty.
Hot.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, we don't just want to bitch and moan about these things. We want to raise the awareness of.
Yeah.
I was just like, as a creative freelancer, an illustrator, I have a lot of time, spend a lot of time hounding people to get paid. However, I'll take that over other work because I get to be creative. But
correct.
We are grateful. Here's the thing.
It
is a choice. We are grateful. However, there's no other fucking industry that I've heard of besides modeling that I only know because of you telling me that a whole ass baby can be conceived of, gestated, and birthed before a dime is paid for a job. Like, and no other industry do we not pay in a year and a half, 2 years. That's fucked up. But it sounds like it's like industry standard to make you wait at least 6 months. Like you'll do a show and you don't even get paid till you do the next show, the next season.
It's great because I'll go back, every 6 months through shows, and I'll go right as I go back for the show season. I'm getting paid from the last show season, which it works out, but
In what other industry would that be acceptable that
Doesn't
people
mean
have to
it all works out.
live and buy
Yeah,
groceries?
yeah.
Um,
And
you
this
know,
isn't
how
like
many
this,
gorgeous poor people can't be models because they can't have somebody supporting them while they're waiting 2 years for a fucking paycheck? You know what I
but
mean?
that yeah, and there are a lot of girls. Sorry, I'm that's my experience. A lot of people in my industry, in the music industry, it's all the it's all the entertainment industry. So it's all of it. Um, that are trapped because they are coming from sadly war-torn countries. Not we don't need to go there, but they get scouted. They are like, oh my gosh, this is going to change my life. I'm going to send money back to my all of this. This is in the States. This is everywhere. This is be on this television show. It's going to change your life financially. Fine, I'm going to go on a television show
Mm,
and barf every day. It's going to change my life. So
mm,
let's go from there. Let's go from you are a poor person, you are from a small town, you are going to, oh my gosh, this is going to change everything and this is going to happen. And especially when you like get nabbed up and you get nabbed by bigger agencies, it's like, holy crap. They're like, I literally have been told the words, I'm going to make you a star.
mm,
Okay. So more than once.
mhm,
I hear, why aren't you like who? Oh, you need better this. Oh, you should be, whatever, whatever. You're paying $1,000 a month. And this was 20 years ago. Okay. Let's go back to when I was in a model's apartment. Paying $1,000 a month for a bunk bed. Sometimes you're lucky and it's just a bunk bed in a room, or like some girls aren't in town. But if it's like, okay, it's show seat, whatever, you're like four, two sets of bunk beds a room. I had one situation where like the room was so small and it was bunk beds and then just like a little twin bed and like this much room to walk. And then they use the space above the other twin bed just for all of your stuff. I was in that twin bed, but I was poor, was stuck. I am spending $1,000 a month. That, oh my gosh, it's getting paid for me. How lucky I am to be here. You're taking out an allowance every week so you can eat. So that's also against it. You're getting charged for web fees. You're getting charged for, and this might not be the same, but it used to be every copy. Like, so every photocopy, every Polaroid taken, every scan of that had a amount. Everything everything had it. Oh, we're going to send a driver to get you from the airport. It's your first time in Europe. Bah, bah, bah. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Whoa, what's this €100, whatever, on my account? So as glamorous and fabulous as it all looks, girls leave or try to get out like well over 20 grand in debt, minimum 20 grand in debt. Can't go home, can't like just has to go where and then you're kind of sacrificing the art and what you're in the business for to do these other things so you can, it's just, that's why so much abuse happened. It still happens, but especially back in the day, because they had you.
they
They
had
took
you.
you out of your town when you were a baby.
Oof. Oof.
Oh,
Groomed.
we just went from money to
Oof.
sex trafficking, but
Yeah, human trafficking. Well, they're interconnected because it's the
money,
allure of okay, I want all these things. I want to be
of
made a
course,
star. Like
of course.
I want to be using
And you're
my talents and my abilities in a
like,
creative way. I want to be in this world. I want to make money. I see that it's possible that other models have made money. And then I
And
also, the other thing is you
you're
have
in
to
this
have an
experience.
agency.
You're in what's it called? Like,
A bubble.
yeah, but it's like when it's an immersive, you're in an immersive experience, right? You're just these girls and other people like that, and it is what it is. Sorry. Go on.
Don't be sorry. I love you. You're the expert here.
No, I'm always
Um,
the one that wants to say this is why people stay, because fuck, I'm sick of seeing people be like, you signed a contract, you knew what you got into, you did this, you wanted this, all of it. Like, enough.
here's my understanding. You have to sign
Enough.
a
I'm a
contract to
stay-at-home
be a
mom and I'm doing
model.
what I can.
You tell them, Malls.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
it's not like you could just say, "Hey, I want to be a model," and people have told me I can do it.
No,
Let me
no.
just go rent my own apartment or put all this stuff on my own credit card to get a debt. It'll be my debt. No, you have to sign in with an agency in order to get access to the jobs that you want. Right? Period. That's
But
how it's done.
also they are giving you all of the things that you're like, I could never get out of my like poor town because
Right.
I'll never have them. So they offer
They're
that to you.
fronting you. They're like, "Hey, we'll front it," but then we won't realize like it's on your
This is too
tab.
good to be true. Yeah. I mean, I was
And
like
then
15. My mother and I were like, this is too good to be true. You're just going to take her off her hands. And
there is such a thing as too good to be true. You have to sign with an agency to get jobs from my understanding in your
yeah,
work.
I
And
mean, there's social media now, so there's other ways, but yeah,
that's
but
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's just say that. Yes.
It's like you won't make it to some of these castings. They won't
Correct.
even let you in the door if you don't have an
Correct. Oh,
agency, no matter
correct.
how much you look like Gigi or Linda Evangelista. I have to say
Mm-hmm.
Linda Evangelista.
You don't have the invite. They let everyone in the room know you didn't have the invite,
So you
even
need to be
if your name was on the
represented.
list. Even if
Yes. And this is how they treat you when you are represented. You are paying for everything.
yeah.
Um, and then when you do get paid and you book that job, you're so excited. You have to fight for your right to party and to get your money.
But not when you're 10K in the hole.
Then what happens?
Then your money just disappears.
Oh, then your money is gone before you can even think about it.
Yeah. The day you sign that contract, you are working to get out of debt, not to stay out of debt. You're working to get out of debt.
I don't know another industry that works this way,
Yeah.
personally.
Well, I have no debt, but I have an amazing. Things have changed a lot, but a lot has not. Right. So there are new agencies, and it's like, oh, all these amazing, incredible people came together, and they're like, we're going to do this now. But that is hard because that's them putting, that's all chance. That's all just like, we hope this works because like there's change, and are we a part of change or are we not? That I just spiraled into some other dimension.
Yes.
Whatever I said. Yeah.
There have things that have improved. There's things that have not improved over your
Yes,
nice
yes,
long
yes.
span of a
Thank you.
career,
Yeah.
which is great. Yeah, we're acknowledging the
I know.
improvements. You just need to we need to be loud about this shit because
Yes,
there's just our whole lives are like be quiet, be demure, don't ask for your money. And then I have to
correct.
imagine I'm a cis white hetero man in order to ask for my money to get the confidence. Like, what would a fucking white man say?
Yeah. But how many
And
times do
not
you ask
second
how many
guess
times do you
it.
ask your husband, like, how should I word this?
Yeah. How
All
do
the
you
time.
word this as a white man
Yeah.
of privilege who doesn't even consider the fact that he might not get paid unless he begs for it, but has to be likable to be
Right.
like how?
Yeah.
And it's so
Okay.
it's great to talk about this. I hope it doesn't come off like I'm bitching.
No, see,
Um,
that's what I wanted to say was I when I say, oh, but there are good people out there. it sounds like I'm protecting my abusers. That's what it sounds like. And I think in any other situation it would be. And I'm only saying this because I will be 45 years old next week, 2 weeks. And I've been doing this since I was 15. I have found some fucking cool people along the way. That's all. I am lucky. I have been helped out of debt. I've been helped. I really have. And when a lot of people they won't email you back because they can't say anything, I really had support. This is why I'm a mother agent, because I want to give it to other people. But it's crazy that I have to now watch it still happen to these young people.
Right. They'll do a job with a major brand who we know has money because they're a major global luxury brand.
Yeah.
And then it will be pulling teeth for the job.
But
pulling teeth for 6 months.
Did they pay right away? Is the agency sitting on it?
Is the agency sitting on it?
Who knows?
There's no transparency and there's no real communication.
Yeah, it's abuse.
Yeah, it's toxic.
We're trying not to talk about abuse.
Smash it.
Trying to riff about money. Here we are.
Yeah, we can't buy groceries with air and prayers and wishes. Right. We need to get paid for our fucking time.
Life. You're rich, but you're rich in life.
Great.
I've heard that
too. From somebody who owed you money, but you're rich in life. You're good.
And you just are like, I think it was a joke, but
we are grateful. We also want to call shit out, so that's why we are here. Or maybe
we are grateful shit callers, or maybe not.
We are. I know that we are both very grateful. I also think this stuff is worth discussing.
Yeah.
Because some people don't even know this shit's going on.
You're worth discussing.
You are. All right.
I feel like
yes. Go ahead.
I wanted to hear more from your side of it, but it's the same.
I'm just hounding people for money. I'm just like, hi, me again. You know.
As per my contract, that's my new favorite.
And I'm going to have friends sign contracts from now on. Because unfortunately, I've been realizing, even with companies and clients, yes, you're going to sign my agreement. You're going to sign it and it's going to say this many days. And oftentimes that's not adhered to. And then there'll be follow-up. And I'm going to irritate you. And I deserve to get paid. So, but then there's friends who are like, hey, we promise to give you this credit or the social media exposure or publicity. And then they don't follow through. And then I'm like, fuck, I need everybody to sign my agreement. I need to be smarter about this as a business person, because one of the ways I used to neglect and abuse myself is overspending, overgiving, no concept of saving at all. I mean, it's hard to save in this country in modern times of hell.
Saving, trying to save my life. Saving.
Yeah, I mean, most people I know, it's like paycheck to paycheck. So, yeah, just respect your freelancers and pay them. Respect your friends and pay them. And if I don't get that, then I need to make some changes. I gotta have all the people I know sign this fucking agreement. Sorry, I'm your friend and I'm doing you a cute job, but you're gonna have to sign this agreement. I hate it.
But that took you years, and I just want to say that
I'm not even there yet. I'm working on it.
But I mean, think of all the. I think of all the
time and patience. And practice and failure. Failure is part of it. Fail hard, learn, come back, fail again.
Fail. Yeah. Down.
And then bring it back up.
And then click here to subscribe.
Click here.
I love you.
I love you too. You're the best in the whole world.
We will continue the fight for our right to party.
Always.
Even if partying is in our rooms.
I love a room party.
My kind of party.
Get me in bed. I'm there. And not that way. Just under the covers
Right.
with a snack. Like we don't,
Right.
we're not that those we're good.
No.
Um,